Yes, I think it did come as a shock. There was, last night when he spoke out, there was a sense that perhaps he was coming to the end of his time in the Likud because he was speaking out against the major policy that it's putting forward. But I don't think anyone expected him to be fired within 24 hours for, in the end, saying he did support the policy. He just thought it should be delayed and that it should be brought with something more of a majority view. I understand that tonight there was a very tense meeting between the Prime Minister and his Defence Minister in which Netanyahu asked Gallant point blank, how will you vote in the parliament? After all, the vote on this is meant to be happening this week. He said, how will you vote in the parliament? And Yoav Galant said, I won't support it in this form. And that was it. He was out. And he wasn't even allowed to make the announcement himself. It was just sent out by the Prime Minister's Bureau as an announcement to the media. I think there's a feeling of shock, even in the Likud, even amongst people who thought that he was on his way out.
A swift decision then from Israeli leadership. So what's the political reaction been like to this?
First of all, it depends where you stand. There were people within the Likud who were advocating this, people to further right than the Likud who are the partners in the coalition who all say, yes, the Prime Minister did the right thing. After all, the problem with Yoav Galant was that he wasn't tough enough on the reserve officers who were refusing to do their military service, or at least refusing to turn up for training. And so they support that. They say the military doesn't run the country. The military takes orders from the politicians. They're getting the order wrong. However, if you really look at what Benjamin Netanyahu is doing, I think he's sending a message to everyone else in the Likud who might be wavering. And he's showing them that this is the tough stand that he's taking. As a result, people in the opposition have been saying he's not fit to be the Prime Minister any longer. This is retribution. This is the act of a dictator. And the protest movement has called for a protest right now in the middle of Tel Aviv, reacting to this news straight away to say we have a dictator in charge of us even before he has stopped us from being a democracy. So it's a very tense night here in Jerusalem.
Iris Makler there in Jerusalem. Thank you, Iris. The NATO